Welcome back, everyone. So, it's October, which means Halloween is just around the corner. And we thought it'd be fun to talk about some movies that get us in the Halloween spirit. So, let's get right to it.
Yay!
So if you're expecting a bunch of horror movies, you've come to the wrong place because we might talk about that in another video. Mm-hmm. But these are more typically kid-friendly movies that just feel good Halloween movies that get us in the mood for Halloween. So I guess you're going first.
Yeah. We call this I call it our 31 Nights of Halloween list because like almost all these are played on that. So.
Oh, the 13 Nights of Halloween.
Is that what it is? 13?
Yeah, so
31.
I do want to talk about that real quick. That was like my favorite time of the year. My mom and I loved that when we were kids. I think they still do it, but we don't have cable anymore. Yeah, a lot of these movies, they do play on the 13 Nights of Halloween, but that was, the last few years I thought were kind of stupid.
Well, it's 31 Nights of Halloween now.
Oh, is it 31?
It is 31. It starts on October 1st.
Oh.
So my first pick is Practical Magic. He does not watch this with me. This is just something I watch because, I don't know, it always kind of felt very Halloween-y. It's got possession in it. It's got witches, and it's just, I don't know, murder must fall. But it's actually a really good movie, and it's actually family-friendly, and so if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's got a good cast. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are in it. It's a good movie.
Cool. This isn't really in any particular order, but this is a relatively newer movie, and I was surprised that we actually enjoyed these.
Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania. Yes, it is a kids movie, but
super good.
It is. It actually has some really funny moments, and I do love all the classic Universal monster characters. There is a third one. I heard it's also pretty good. Haven't seen it. We just picked this one up last year, I think, for Halloween to watch. Yeah, I was actually really surprised when I first saw these. I didn't think much of them. I saw the trailers, but something got me watching them. I think you watched it before I did or something. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. And I rather enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good movie for kids and parents alike. Yeah. Especially if you like the old, just, I don't know, all the old classic horror monsters. It was just cool to see them in a goofy light.
Sorry. And the second one, when the blob is on that scooter.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
It's great. So this next one was my pick. You haven't even seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's funny, a little weird, mostly for kids, but it has a couple of adult moments in it. It's Dark Shadows. It's the Johnny Depp adaptation. If you watch the original TV series in the 70s and 80s, it didn't follow that very well, but the TV series is better.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can get your hands on the TV series, then watch that during Halloween. But this is actually not a bad movie.
I sadly have not seen either one. So I'm curious though.
Yeah.
So a classic, Beetlejuice. I mean, how can you not have this on here? This is a weird movie in my opinion because this is during that time where movies were PG, but they probably shouldn't have been. Because I'm pretty sure he says fuck in this movie, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think it's under the vest kind of thing. It's in the middle of something else happening kind of a situation.
Yeah, because I was watching a video about the rating system back then and this was during a weird time where shit probably shouldn't have been PG when I think this may have been before PG-13 became a thing, possibly. So I mean even PG-13, damn, there's some questionable moments in this. But I mean, what's to say about this movie? And I am kind of curious. I know they've been talking about doing a sequel. I'm curious. I think enough time has passed that it wouldn't be so much of a cash grab. It would be kind of part of this whole nostalgic trip that, studios are on. I mean, as long as Michael Keaton's down to do it. And it's funny because I saw Batman before I saw this. I didn't see, because I remember the TV show as a kid, and I like the TV show, and obviously it's completely different. So for me, it was like, oh, I can't imagine Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. Not knowing that when he was cast as Batman, people were like, I can't imagine Beetlejuice as Batman.
This one is, everybody watches this movie every year, but it is still so good. Hocus Pocus. He hates it.
I don't hate it. I just
he
don't
dislikes it.
care for it for some reason. I don't know why. I just never got into it.
It's probably because it's so overhyped.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very 90s. Like, very 90s. Just, the acting is even very 90s with the kids and stuff. They're just, bless their little hearts.
They tried.
But, yeah. But it's so good. And it's just so fun and weird. And I really want to do an FX of Billy. Swear to God. It's going to be awesome. So, life goals.
Stick around for that. So this one, I was pretty shocked by. I didn't think I was going to like this movie in any way, shape, or form.
I went in preparing to hate it.
I was too.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. No, I was pleasantly shocked by this. I mean, if you were a fan of the books, like I was as a kid, even the original show, we had kind of discussed if we were going to talk about the original show. We do have a couple episodes on VHS or DVD, but I've even gone back and watched the original show. It's kind of cheesy, and it's funny when you go back and watch a lot of the Goosebumps or like read the books. It's like, how is this scary? Like, some of the stories are just weird, but this, I mean, it's just like a nostalgic trip because like, it's just every element. And I thought it was a kind of a cool idea that like Jack Black actually is R.L. Stine, and like his books are like coming to life. Yeah. And of course, Slappy, I think it's his name, the dummy, is like the lead or head bad guy or whatever. I was pleasantly surprised, and the little cameo at the end with R.L. Stine was actually pretty funny. Spoiler alert. But I mean, seriously, I was actually really shocked by that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest movie ever made,
but it's worth.
It was nowhere near what I was expecting.
Yeah, not a waste of time. I'll say that.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
And for Halloween, it's a fun little like mystery kind of a thing.
I feel like you kind of have to be, like, as an adult, you have to be a Goosebumps fan. At least know about Goosebumps to enjoy it.
This next one is, again, a classic. Addams Family 1 and 2. Well, 1 and Family Values. Really like it. Both of them are wonderful, and this is one of those, if you've never seen it, you've been living under a rock kind of movies again. Yeah. But it's just so perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, everyone just does an amazing job. Like, even like some of the people like Christopher Lloyd as Fester, like I would have never pictured him as a good Uncle Fester, but I mean, he just kills it. It's just great.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah, I mean,
when I first saw this, I was like, that's the girl from Casper.
Yeah,
because when I watched it, it was like
I didn't see these when it came out. Yeah. I saw them years later. So, speaking of Christina Ricci, Casper, how can you hate this movie?
For real.
This is such a cute movie. I remember seeing this one when I was a kid, and even today I think it holds up. Like, even with the ghosts and everything, it doesn't look cheesy. The ones they did later on, because there's like the sequel, and I think they did Casper Meets Wendy or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
all weird.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. This one, to me, still holds up to this day. I mean, it's got an amazing cast. Bill Pullman, what's his name from Monty Python, I can't think of his name, but just I mean, I don't know. I absolutely adore that movie. It's probably one of my top favorite Halloween movies, and it's one of those ones I can't watch at any other time of the year. Actually, pretty much all of these movies I can only watch.
Really, except for Practical Magic, like I really don't snuggle down to watch any of these until October hits. Yep. The other one, we don't own it. We owned it at some point, so I don't know if I'd loaned it to somebody and they kept it or what, but it's Corpse Bride. So Corpse Bride is, everybody probably knows what Corpse Bride is, but it's done very well. It got a lot of hate because it's not Nightmare Before Christmas.
The biggest annoyance I got when that movie came out was the fact that everyone was like, it's not as good as Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm like, it's not a sequel to Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. And mind you, Nightmare Before Christmas was not directed by Tim Burton. So, yeah, look it up.
It's going to be different.
Yeah, he made the story, but he was actually, I think, still working on Batman or something during that time. He was caught up, so it's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, but he did not direct it. And I think he did direct Corpse Bride, but I'll check myself afterwards. I will say, like, the whole underworld just looks really cool. Yeah. Like, it just looks amazing to me. And I don't know. It's a good movie, but yeah, if you're gonna compare it to Nightmare Before Christmas,
You're gonna be disappointed.
yeah, and
Depending on when you watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah. So I mean, I still rather enjoyed it, and plus you've got to appreciate stop motion animation. All right, am I doing the last one?
Well, yeah, I mean, might as well. We've
So-
been talking about it for 20 minutes.
Yeah. So speaking of Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously the last one's gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas with our 95-cent McKay sticker that's still on here.
Yeah, just leave it on.
This, I mean, what can you say? And I don't want to
can't
say,
you say?
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of annoy me that like it's as popular as it is because it might seem kind of hipsterish to love this movie. I loved this movie as a kid. I'm pretty sure I saw it in
That's why.
theaters. Yeah, but it still holds up so well to this day. I mean, the characters are great. The music is just amazing. Some of the best songs.
Like, I listen to the tracks in the car.
Yeah, like seriously, if they pop on, if they come
Yeah.
up on like my random list or something, I'm like, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, visually, even to this day, this movie just looks great. No, it's definitely one of my favorite movies. And of course, everybody always has the argument: is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie? I'm not gonna lie, we have too many Christmas movies that we watch during Christmas.
Yeah.
This is solely a Halloween movie, and I think what works for me is because we always typically watch it on Halloween, so
Yeah.
it's kind of that transition from Halloween to Christmas
Christmas.
for us. So yeah, those are some of our favorite movies to watch for the Halloween season.
Yay.
So yeah, hopefully this movie will be out before Halloween because I suck at editing right now and finding time to do it. But thanks so much for watching, guys. You know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz.
Say hey.
Say hey, and yeah, we'll see y'all again real soon.
Bye.